Good morning. I hope you are well. This is a room tour or a hotel tour. Anew hotel in Benoni or Boxberg around Tambo International Airport. So let's do that. So our tour will start inside the room and then we'll go out, because to check out some other things. And also there's a very beautiful lake that is here. So we'll also check that out. Let's start with this room. So this is your entrance right here, and I will show you how it looks like from the outside just when you go out, and then you're greeted with this mirror just when you get in, and then we have a wardrobe over here. You have this wardrobe over here. Then we have a bedroom. This bedroom, we have a microwave, you have a fridge, and then you have two double beds. You have two double beds over here. And on these double beds, there are two lamps, one over this side and one over there, And also you have your phone for room service, you have your remote controller for this smart television. However, it's not connected to the internet, Maybe if you wanted to connect it, you need to go to the reception. But this is a smart TV, which is a great thing. You have a remote controller for air conditioner. And then you have this storage compartment here to put everything that you need, maybe your books, stuff like that. And then over this side here, we have our workstation or our desk. Okay, this is where you work. And it's very long, but it's not as wide as I wanted it to be, And also I'm not really tall, but can you see? It's not very comfortable in a way. So if it could adjustable or if it could go a little bit up, that would be great, We have a hair dryer here, and then you have this big mirror over here. You have this lamp, you have the mirror, Then you have this long desk that goes to the other side. And then over here, you have two glasses for water, you have two water bottles, you have two cups for coffee, and then you have an espresso machine, which is very impressive. First time seeing this, And then on this small black box here, this is where you get your coffee, your espresso, if it is an espresso, and then you have your sugar and sweeteners, and then you have your tea. So they don't have coffee here, they have espresso. I'm not sure if this is coffee or espresso. So yeah, this is what you get over this side, which is a nice touch, I don't want to lie. Okay, and then in front of me is a smart TV. So you can play YouTube, you can play Netflix, However, the one that I have here is not connected to the Ethernet cable. So I couldn't play, and I didn't go and ask because I didn't really have time to watch. But it is an option, to watch online stuff on your television. Now let's go to the bathroom. So the bathroom is quite big, We have a basin, a sink, We have this big mirror there, We have a toilet, we have a bathtub, which also has that shower thing. And then over here we have a shower, which is my favorite. I didn't really use a bathtub because I prefer a shower instead of a bathtub. But it's always better if there are both options, for people who prefer one over the other. And maybe sometimes you're interested in using a bathtub instead of a shower, So yeah, that's the bathroom. And then in the bathroom, this is what you get. We have tissues over here, we have a shower cap, we have a mini bar soap, or we have a bar soap, and then over here we have a conditioning or shampoo, we have a body wash, and then we have a hand and body lotion. And then over here, what are these? I don't know what these are, but you also have it as well, So that was it for the bathroom. That was it for the room tour. And also, we have a very big and massive balcony. Let's go and check it out. So to go to the balcony, you use this sliding door over here. You just open it from here. And then voila, you have your balcony. you know. And then these are just other rooms. Downstairs over there is a reception area, and also near the reception area, when you go straight, you also find a gym area. So let's make our way out, you know. And another thing, I think the main business or business core of this place is not just accommodation, but also conferencing, you know, because there's a lot of conference rooms, which is the reason why we're here, to be honest, you know, to get accommodation and also conference for the training and workshop that we had. So now let's go downstairs, you know, and check this place out. The room we're at is room 255, and then in this section it's 247 to 255, you know. And this is the room that we were in over here, which is room 255, and then 254, and then all the way through this corridor and on your left. Now let's go from the gate, you know, to see how this place looks like. Okay, I think this is the right spot over here. The entrance is over that other side, you know. So take a look at this place from this angle. We have this mini park here, you know. Those are rooms over that other side. We have this mini park here, and then it has trees and flowers, and then this green lawn. Not so green because obviously it's winter, you know. And then I don't know what is going on over there. I think maybe that might be rooms as well, you know. I think those might be rooms. But when you go straight here on the ground floor, you'll find a kitchen, you know. And then just more trees. And then over there, those are some of the rooms, you know. Which is, it's only 1, 2, 3. So it's a double-story building. Is it a 3-story or 2-story building? If it has a ground floor, first floor and second floor. That is what it looks like. Now let's go to the reception area. If you are driving a car, the reception area will be from this side, you know, and you enter from behind me. Now let's go and see how it looks like, and also check out the gym area. Made it to the reception area, and then this is the drop-off zone. If you have requested, you know, Uber or Bolt, this is where they are going to drop you off. And then this is what I was talking about over here. So the reception is just here. That's the reception over there. Look at the conferences here. We don't have 1, we don't have 4, we don't have 6, but we have, I think, more than 9 conferences. Not sure if it's only this side or it's the total number of conferences, you know. And then this is where my room is from here. That over there is the room that I showed you with that balcony, you know. And we have conference venues here, and then we have more rooms. Let's go to the reception. That's the reception area. And then this is the gym area. And from the ones that I've been to, they are very small than this, and this equipment is like top-notch, legit. Let's look at those treadmills. So this is our gym, you know. We have this multi-machine, I don't know what it's called, but you can do your pull-ups over there, and then you can do your different exercises, you know. We have this here, we have this rowing machine, we have that app, what. We have that punching bag. We have those balls. We have a fast punching bag. You know, we have our bicycles. Is it what it's called? But most impressively, we have these here. You know, look at how fancy these are. We have these treadmills, and I think if your phone allows it, you can wireless charge it while you are running. You know, and then we don't have barbells, but we only have dumbbells over there. Which I mean in our hotel is really enough. You don't need a first-class gym in our hotel. So let's go outside to see the lake. Now we are at the most impressive part of this entire hotel. Okay. This side we have a swimming pool. We have a swimming pool here, you know. And then we have these chairs over here. And what you see, these blue things, these are umbrellas, okay, for summertime or when there's too much sun. Over here we have that silo, I don't know what it's called, but that's a lounge, that's a bar, that's also a restaurant, you know. And then take a look at this. We have this lake over here, you know, and then we have a highway that side, and then this lake. It's as if you're at the beach, you know. It's as if you're at the ocean, at the actual beach, you know, because there's sand, and then there's places there to put your meat, maybe, you know, and eat. It's a very nice touch, you know. Now I'm going to show you the restaurant, and then it will be the end of this video. Then this is the restaurant, you know. Continuation of that lake and this sand and the chilling area over there. And I think you can also smoke here outside because there are ashtrays as well. But you can also dine here, you know. And then that's the restaurant. Okay, so that was it for this video. This is Anew Hotel, you know, in Benoni, next to Boksburg. You know, this hotel is not very far from OR Tambo International Airport. So I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.